Okay, I think I got it. It's taken me like 25 minutes to figure out that effect. In fact, I've had Pete, Evan, Lisette, we've all been trying to figure that out because it's like this meme that I saw on Twitter. God, look how good hers is. Ready? It's funny every single time.
The difference is that's real.
Do you think
that's real magic?
Do you think that mine is as funny as that?
No.
You can be honest.
Well,
no comment.
It's in a bathroom too. It's just the whole scene is just.
Okay, welcome to 368. Here's the intro. Okay, so I don't know if you know Evan's channel or not. You should if you don't, I'll link it below. But great, very smart channel, and we were just having a conversation about editing, like editing videos with the, what the hell were we saying?
Just how editing is really, yeah, we were talking about outsourcing. Like my managers are constantly asking me to outsource parts of my show so that I can free up time to be more productive with other things. And I just can't possibly see how that would work.
And I've tried, like people always say when I bitch about how busy I am, everyone's always like, get an editor.
Yeah.
Get an editor, I've tried. Or people are like, cool that Dan edits your videos.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought he edited your videos.
Dan's incredibly talented, but he doesn't come anywhere near these edits. Sometimes he color corrects, but he doesn't do the edits. And of the 800 videos I have on my channel, I've yet to find somebody who can edit my voice.
Yeah. Literally the milliseconds between two lines in a voiceover. I'm spending probably 15 minutes moving that audio file, like zooming in all the way and moving it just a tiny little bit, playing it over and saying, is that pause enough to get to jump it into the next thing? Is the momentum the right way? Like, I can't imagine anyone...
Because that's your brain.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating when you see comments and notes where people are so dismissive of editing, as if it's like putting gasoline in your car, like it's an objective process or a mechanical process. The art is in the edit. Like,
and the fun is in the edit too.
I don't agree with that.
Well, I mean, I feel like I enter like a flow state in editing.
It's when you finish the edit, there's nothing more satisfying.
Yeah, and there's nothing more disturbing than realizing you haven't eaten for 13 hours.
Okay, and that concludes Evan and Casey discuss editing. Editing. Hello and welcome to Tech Review Tuesday. Tech Review Tuesday, wherein I review a piece of technology that I'm interested in or curious about and share my findings with you. On this week's episode, I'm going to be reviewing the new DJi Ronin-S video stabilizer. But before I do that, I wanted to share with you some technology that I think is really, really cool. I'm not going to review it. I just want to show you this. All right, so this thing is made by a small company out of Detroit called Shinola. And what's cool about this company, Shinola, the company was started when all of the auto workers in Detroit were losing their jobs. And this company was started to put all those like skilled workers to work making other things. In addition to making watches and handbags and all that stuff, they made, ooh, this is it. They did a super, super limited edition run. They made 500 of these things. This is a proper turntable, like a record player. Shinola. As we were sort of building out what the audio system should be down at 368, I was like, let's use this handmade, American-made, Detroit-made turntable. I don't know record players, but this is just the bit that sits on it. This probably weighs like 20 pounds. This is like a piece of jewelry. Wow. Now, I'm no audiophile. I'm not like one of those music guys, but the audio difference from like something like this, like an actual record with high quality speakers versus like, I usually do like AirPods and Spotify on my cell phone, the sound quality is unbelievably different. Okay, so now for the tech review part of Tech Review Tuesday. This is the Ronin-S. The Ronin-S is a gimbal for SLR cameras made by DJi, the same company that makes all the drones that I and everybody else in the world uses.
Designed as the all-in-one workhorse for almost any type of filmmaking, Ronin-S is packed with incredible features that offer the ultimate flexibility for single or multiple operators on any set.
Whoa. A 3-axis gimbal is basically a mechanism to make sure a camera stays steady as it's recording, as it's moving. This is a 3-axis gimbal by GoPro, and see, in theory anyways, no matter how much I move this handle, the camera stays in sort of the same position. This right here, this is a gimbal on the bottom of a drone. Same idea, you put the camera here, no matter how you move your hand, it stays in one position. What was typically used for stabilizers for bigger cameras or something like this. This is a really fantastic device made by Movi. You put a camera down here, and then no matter how you move this thing, it stays stable. Amazing device. This is how I shot the Snowboarding in New York City movie and the Aladdin video. Was with this bad boy, but it's a little bit big, a little unruly. You have to actually have a stand just to put the thing down. From what I gather, the Ronin-S is kind of the answer to all of that. It's a small handheld stabilizer that does what the big one does, but is the size of one of the smaller, more miniaturized gimbals. Hey, David Letterman. Did you see that?
He totally grinned at us too.
It was Letterman, right?
That's 100% Letterman.
So this thing does a lot more features than what we're playing with it for today. There's an app that works with it that you can program to do really complicated time-lapse features.
The Ronin-S app complements the gimbal, giving filmmakers even greater control over their creativity. Wherever your passion takes you.
I've only used it for about 15 minutes. It feels super simple.
How's your arm?
I mean, it's heavy. It is heavy. It takes some getting used to.
Can you operate it with one hand?
You can definitely operate it with one hand. There is something I like about it, which is you can have a microphone on this, like I do here, and still have it work on the gimbal and still be as stable as can be. Wow. Which is pretty amazing.
Oh, the selfie mode's really good too. Like your Gorilla Pod, I mean, you have a really good grip on it, so you have stable shots, but all you have to do is hold that thing and you'll get really stable shots.
Yeah, if you're like a sociopath when it comes to making vlogs, you could shoot all of your vlogs on something like this. Like look, this is me using this as if it's a selfie stick or like the Gorilla Pod. You have to have strong forearms. This thing about doubles the weight of the camera. But it is amazing that this replaces such a gigantic piece of hardware. All right, should we do some shots through the trees now?
Yeah, let's do some cinema.
Some cinema.
Holy shit!
Okay, that concludes the first look of the Ronin-S 3-axis stabilizer. Huge fat thumbs up. Take it for what it's worth though, because we've only had 3 hours with this.
Ish.
Just starting to play with it. So far, very impressed. I do want to flag that I have a plan to shoot an entire episode of 368 using just this gimbal to give it, right?
That's gonna be cool.
To give like a really comprehensive review of all the details and all the features that this thing does. that'll come soon. For now though, good work DJi. And would you look at this beauty right now.